Alright guys, we are headed out of here. We were only in the Thousand Trails campground for a very short amount of time. Well, 11 days, not too short. But I'm headed out to Cloverdale, California to another Thousand Trails, and I've got a 10-hour drive to get there. Really like 11. It's just through San Francisco, and I don't want to be there right when it's time for San Francisco traffic, which is always trafficy, but definitely not rush hour traffic. So I'm headed out now to get kind of a head start. It's the evening before I'm supposed to be there, and then I'll just stay at a rest area along the way, and that way I can get in nice and early in the morning. I'm so excited to be headed north to cooler temperatures because 90s in the van, well, that's just too hot. It's kind of nice being on the road, even in this LA traffic, but sometimes I enjoy the cathartic feeling of driving, watching the sun go down, and just thinking and listening to music or podcasts. When I started getting sleepy and tired of driving, I ended up at this rest area off of Interstate 5 for the night with all the truckers and other RVs and got an amazing night's sleep. $6 a gallon in California. It actually hit the $100 even. I can't believe it, but I think they cut me off at 100, and who cuts off at 100 right now with gas prices being so high? Got a little bit of an accident over here. Yikes, that does not look good at all. Poor guy, he's got a bad day happening for sure. Here we are, home sweet home. We've got everything all hooked up. This is our site. Right here. We're plugged in over here. Got some water. The one thing it does not have is it does not have sewer over here, so you have to take it to the dump site. Got my electric set up for 30 amp, and this, by the way, is my surge protector here that I have covered up with a plastic bag that's not doing such a hot job, but keeps rain off of it. There's my site. It's a little shaded right now, which is nice. We've got a little picnic table and I guess a grill. I never really use those. I haven't used them in the past, but it might be good because I don't actually have one. This is the Russian River campground over at Thousand Trails, and it's just a small little Thousand Trails over here, but lots of trees, as you can see. It's just beautiful over here. And I love this campsite because it was a pull-in kind of campsite right off of the road. Like, it's the loop road. So here's the loop right over here. Just kind of goes around, but so cars drive by here when they want to get out of the loop, but it's pretty quiet for the most part. And then I just drive in, and here we are, right here. I love that I also don't have to use blocks. It's a little bit leaning towards the passenger side, a tiny bit. I hate to get up on blocks and have to like adjust everything when, you know, I have to also go out and do things. I want to like go out and play and move the van around and go into town. So if I don't have blocks, then I don't have to deal with all of that stuff. So I'm okay with a little bit of the unlevel. So what I haven't told you guys, this has been a little bit of my transition of things that are happening. It's big for me. Like, I don't know, somehow this thing got bigger than it was supposed to be. I didn't buy a house in Mexico. I didn't buy a new RV, none of that stuff. It's just that my anxiety was so high from my travel style. So my travel style is changing a bit, where I ended up buying the Thousand Trails campground lifetime membership. And I know, kind of crazy because I usually boondock everywhere. So I'm still gonna boondock, but I'm gonna use this as a place to just rest for a while and stay, especially when there's areas where there's not like a ton of boondocking maybe. And I can also get my water and dump and all that kind of stuff and do showers and all of that. So it would have been great to have this on the East Coast. So I can actually book campgrounds up to 6 months in advance now. It's a huge deal. I think I really needed that. I needed that stability. So I don't know, it's been actually pretty amazing. My mind feels clear. I feel like I can plan things more. I can plan out my content. You know, it'll be different for you guys too. You're gonna see something different in my videos. So I'm really excited about that, and I can like really get to know these specific areas that I'm in, and I don't know, I'm just excited about it, and I hope you are too. So on that note, we're gonna get everything set up in the van. So when I first arrive to a campsite, whether I'm boondocking or whether I'm at 1,000 Trails, whatever it's at, I always drive around with my hotspot to find like the place that has the best signal. So I have my Wii Boost on, and I have this sitting up front with me, and I'm trying to figure out which is the best place. So I have a Verizon and an AT&T one, and my phone is also AT&T, so I looked at all three of those as I'm driving around. And this one, interestingly, with the Wii Boost on, I was able to get pretty good signal with AT&T, but not with my Verizon. It just sucks over here. Upload speed's not so great, right around 2 up, and then 35 down. So that's pretty good. I can stream videos and watch movies and things like that. So that's perfect. Beautiful, beautiful day out here. That's a cute little sign up there. This is going down to Russian River right now. Camping. The river is supposed to be somewhere down there. I don't really see it. Maybe it's dried up. Yeah. I don't think there's a river. Oh, wait. There it is. Is that it right there? Hold on, let's go down. Beautiful walking down here. It's so peaceful and quiet. You can hear the birds singing. I found it. Here we go. This is the Russian River. Not Russian, but Russian. Because it's not really rushing very much. Hi, puppies. You want to say hi? Are they friendly?
Somewhat.
All right, as long as they don't bite, we're good.
Oh, they're on.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
we hear you, we hear you. This is just beautiful over here. Got some algae and stuff down here. Just incredible today. It's a little bit chilly outside right now. Not too bad. You can see I've got a little lightweight jacket on, but it's beautiful out. Sunny. So much better than that 92-degree temperatures I was facing in Palm Desert. That's for sure. But I love the sound of the river and just seeing it, you know, flowing by. It's just incredible. Oh, feels good out here. One of the things that I love about this park is that it's nestled amongst the mountains and this beautiful woods. But guess what? The highway is just right up there. Can't even see it. You can barely even hear any noise from it. But they did a wonderful job of putting this park in a very, you know, beautiful place. Lots of nature, kept a lot of the trees. It's a good park. I love it here. Ooh, it's chilly. It's been chilly in the mornings here. It's usually like that in the desert anyways, but even here in Northern California, it's a little chilly. I gotta turn the heater on. I'll put it on about 65 or 66. Electric, and let's put it on high. It's another great thing about being on electric here is I don't have to use my propane. My furnace can run off of electricity. It can also run off of propane, and my induction cooktop also can run off of, not propane, but just electric. Instead of using my stove for the propane, I can just use the electric and not waste all of my propane. So just save that for when I'm off grid. It's a beautiful day over here in Cloverdale, California. It is beautiful to be back amongst all of these trees. Can you see that? You know, there's a time and a place for the ocean. When I was over there in Baja, California, and the desert and all of that, but it is so nice to get back to places that have these lush trees, beautiful foliage, because you know I love trees. Come on, Lily, let's go. Lily has to stop and smell everything. Lily, don't you, girl, don't you? I think she likes it too. She's more of a lush foliage girl, although she loves the sand, of course, because that's where she gets her zoomies. We're headed to pick up our packages. So if you order from Amazon, or you just have any shipments in general, you can actually have them shipped to the office at the Thousand Trails. Typically, just use your site number. And little caveat, don't order ahead. They don't like that. Meaning, don't order before you actually get here and the package arrives before you get here, or else you may not get your package. Isn't this gorgeous though? You're open.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
Good. You?
Good. Is the office open?
No, it doesn't open today at all.
Okay, well, they are not open, except for Monday through Friday, so I'll have to get my package tomorrow. They only have these outdoor machines. Two, well, one washer, one dryer. I'm used to this actually being inside of a facility, but hey, it works. I'm using this pay range app, which I absolutely love. You can use quarters here if you want, but a lot of places, they just have the pay range app. And what's cool about it is you don't have to carry money around with you. I wish all laundromats had that. Okay, so here's how it works. First, we have to put the laundry in. I love my fabric sheets. So they're these little True Earth eco-friendly strips, and I usually just need one. In her case, I'm gonna do two because they're kind of dirty. And then I throw them in. Your Bluetooth is turned on and it's found a washing machine, which is, there's only one here. And I wanna go ahead and set my settings for heavy, delicate, bulky, hot water. It says it's $2.50. We're gonna select $2. $2.25. Slide to pay. Oh, it wants 25 cents more. Okay, so let's add 25 cents. 1/4. There we go. Now slide to pay. Okay, so now it's telling us we can start. So for today's lunch, we are making turkey burgers, and I have a small little cucumber here, some asparagus, and mushrooms. I've never cooked turkey burgers before, so we'll see how this turns out. I will not be having any buns on this turkey burger because, well, turns out after I did 23andMe, I have a predisposition for celiac disease, which I kind of had wondered because I don't always feel so great when I have bread. So anything with gluten in it, basically. So I'm gonna try to refine those gluten foods and see what happens. So everything that I read online basically says that you need to add some moisture to your, there's a bird out there that is really singing. You need to add some moisture, but I also need it to bind. So I'm gonna add a little bit of flaxseed meal, a tiny bit of grapeseed oil. I'm gonna add, that looks pretty good. Flaxseed meal, which is also very good for heart health. Maybe like a teaspoon. I don't use soy sauce anymore because of the salt, so I'm using Bragg's liquid aminos. We're just gonna do a dash because this can go a long way. All right, so the last thing we're gonna use for seasoning is Montreal steak seasoning. I use this for steak, so I don't know, I kind of equate that to hamburgers. There's not a lot in here. I think we just used the last of it. Ugh. While those are cooking, I'm gonna cut up the rest of the vegetables and put stuff away because counter space is limited in here. This is what I call one-pot cooking. Turkey burgers are done. I've got them all in here with little cheese on the one that I'm gonna eat. Had to make sure that they were also up to temperature. Poultry has to be cooked all the way through. And now I'm just cooking my asparagus, mushrooms, and onions that will go on top. Oh, the asparagus won't, but everything else will. I'm excited to eat it. So our burger is under here, but I put spinach on the bottom for my lettuce, if you will. I have the turkey burger, I have a piece of cheese, some avocado, and then my mushrooms and onions, asparagus, kimchi, gotta have kimchi, and some cucumbers. Oh my gosh, this looks so darn good. I love it. It's so healthy. That was horrible. Really horrible. Just kidding. That's amazing. What I love about the Noom way of eating is, this is kind of a lot of food, you might think, but low calorie food. So asparagus, cucumber, kimchi. The highest calories on here is really the turkey, the cheese, and the avocado. But, oh, it just makes such a good meal. I love meals like this. Especially when you make them instead of going out to eat all the time. It just feels good, I think. What do you think? Leave me a comment below. Would you rather go out to eat or cook? Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to all of the patrons in my Patreon Insider community who help to make this all possible. Click that link in the description to become a patron yourself, and I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.